how do you prepare for that, just mentally?
Well, just got to get a lot of sleep, and I guess you just got to, take it and just run with it. I don't think there's any way that you can prepare to travel that far across the country, going from Rome back to Detroit down to Argentina. So, but I'm ready for the challenge, and it'll be a fun experience for me.
Keith,
How much have you improved at that man-to-man technique? And I know the first year obviously was probably difficult, but from last year to now, what kind of leaps have you taken? You think?
Well, I've just been focusing on the technique that my coach has been showing me, and every day throughout the summer, just working on it, and day by day, I just got getting slightly better and better, and that's what I plan to continue doing.
You added weight this year.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
bigger.
Oh, yes,
What
sir.
are you weighing at now?
180.
180. Is that what you want to stay? Just trying to gain more.
I want to be probably about 190, 195 by the fall. So.
What's the one thing you think you've gotten the most, I suppose, improved at in that area?
Just the little things, like feet work and controlling my eyes, things that all my coaches just install in me every day. So.
Keith, what are the differences, I guess, right now with you as compared to last year? It seems like last year maybe you're kind of in the shuffle. It was a deep roster. This year there's actually a pretty legitimate shot for you. It's different feeling. Can you kind of describe that?
Well, it's just last year, we had Strib and Jourdan, and this year is more of a, everybody just comes in, a fair opportunity. Everybody, whoever wants it can go get it, and that's what I love about this program and these coaches. They put the best players on the field, and hopefully I just did the best that I could do this spring, and look forward to continue pushing for the starting job next fall.
What's it like knowing? You had the ability. I remember when Jim was talking about on signing it. Was it you? You went out and ran a 40 for him, like right on the spot.
Oh no, I told him that I would. Though.
Oh, okay. But having the ability and then waiting. What is the waiting process like? What are maybe some of the things that Jourdan or Channing told you last year?
Well, you just pick up a lot of little things from watching them in game, at practice. They mainly just told me to just, play your game, but at the same time, it's also just the little things when you're playing corner. Eye control, moving your feet, just knowing when and getting the feel for the route patterns and certain things like that.
How long did it take from when you first got here to where you play offense, nice, good quarterback, to where they move you to defense? How long did it take to your head stop to kind of spin to where you were like, okay, I know maybe a little bit of what's going on here?
I'll probably say that first year was probably a learning curve for me. And then, going into my second year, definitely started to, play more comfortably. And now I just feel like, I'm playing at the best level that I can play at right now. And I hopefully just want to continue rising.
I think people unfairly assume that guys can just switch positions like that. Like you played quarterback in high school, so you know how passing game works. So obviously you can play corner. That's so far from the truth. But how much goes into that? From everything to switching over.
Oh, it's a lot. A lot goes into it. I had no idea about certain techniques that to use and certain tips and tricks to do at corner. But if you just continue working at it over time, I really feel like anybody could do it as long as you just keep working and putting your effort into it. It'll all fall in place.
When they recruited you, did they say corners what it's going to be, or did they say we'll try you out? Like quarterback, we'll try you out. Spots?
Well, they actually, they just told me they were going to take me in as an athlete and give me an opportunity. They said they wanted me to play corner, and I said I was fine with that. And, took the challenge and was ready to come in as a corner.
Did they use the scout team quarterback the first year and all?
Oh no, sir, no scout team quarterback for me.
Was it maybe difficulty and length of this transition from quarterback to cornerback? Was that maybe longer or more difficult than what you expected?
I wouldn't say it was more difficult than what I expected, but it was definitely, it took time and a certain process. Like I said, I just had to learn certain things and, focus in on those skills and just play to my comfortable level. And now I just feel like I'm in a good spot right now, and hopefully I can just keep rising that up.
Is it something where maybe you have to watch more film than guys who have been playing corners since they're high schoolers?
No, it's more of just, you always have to watch film, but it's more of just focusing, like I said, on the little things, just each position and every little step and that a receiver takes. It's just little things like eyes, feet, all that stuff you just got to focus on and continue to work at every day.
Where are you going? I'm sorry, I missed it.
Buenos Aires, Argentina.
How'd you pick that?
I've never been to Argentina, and I figured we was going to Rome. And, it's just wanted to try something new, a new experience for me. I look forward to it.
And what are you going to do there? Is there a certain class? Or
Oh, yes, sir. I'm taking a certain class, but I'm going to be studying sports and culture while I'm over here.
Okay, so you have a class some of the day, and then you just kind of wander the rest of the day, or?
Well, they haven't finalized the schedule yet, but I'm assuming that I'll take class for part of the day, and then they'll take us on tours to sites over there in Argentina and give us some free time throughout the week.
Who are you with?
I'm by myself.
Really?
I'm the only one on the football team going, but I'm with a couple of other students.
That's pretty adventurous, though. I mean, are these other students people you know, or just?
Oh, I just met them probably about a week ago. So.
Oh, really?
Awesome.
Is that your spirit, kind of, just to be adventurous that way? I guess coming up here from Alabama is part of that.
Oh yeah, I wanted to take the opportunity. I figured I wouldn't do it any other time in my life, so why not take it now?
Do you know anything? I mean, how much time went into to pick Argentina? Was it okay? Here, you can go somewhere. These are your options, and I mean, what went into selecting that?
They gave us a few options, and I weighed them out, and I said either it's Barcelona or Argentina, and I wanted to try out Argentina, so that's the one I went with.
Is there anything? And you mentioned sports and culture. Is there something about like South American culture that interests you?
Oh, soccer, definitely soccer. They're big soccer fans, so I'm a soccer fan myself, so that's what I wanted to.
Did you play it all as a kid?
I played when I was a little boy, but I hadn't played a lot since then. I played FIFA a lot though.
So you're gonna go down there and maybe like get in a game, with some local kids or something like that.
Try to. That'd be fun.
It's not going to hurt about that. Just fresh, though, right?
Oh yeah.
Like for you in terms of on the field and stuff, but what's been the hardest part of the transition? Is it just the bump and run, being physical, or is it?
I'll probably say it's just being able to play and knowing the calls and knowing which technique to use in certain situations. I'll probably say my freshman and sophomore year, I just was out there and kind of playing timid in the sense that now I can play a little bit more freely because I know what to do on the field. And that all come from hard work throughout the summer and just focusing on the technique and stuff.
How much weight have you gained?
About 10 pounds.
Is that enough? I mean, do you need more, do you think?
I want to get up to about 195, probably by next fall. So
What are you now?
180.
Okay.
And you didn't play a lot of defense in high school, right? You were mostly a quarterback on offense.
Oh yes, sir. All I played was quarterback.
So how was that trying to make that move in terms of just completely different perspective on how you're doing it?
I mean, it's just a mindset. I was always an offensive-minded guy, but they took me in and said, "Hey, we want to try you out at corner," and I was ready for the challenge and took it.
Keith, you mentioned that there was a transition, maybe a year, even 2 years. But what were some advantages of being a quarterback and then moving over to corner? Because you got to see it from a different angle.
You just know, you start recognizing certain route patterns, and being a quarterback myself, I know how long the quarterback is going to be sitting in the pocket and where his eyes go. But other than that, it just took some time to focus on the little things and the technique and certain stuff like that.
Coach Jourdan said that he doesn't really change his coaching style with younger players, which is more experienced players. Did it take some time for you to get used to that style, maybe when you first came in as a freshman?
Oh no, I was always used to hard coaching. My dad and all my coaches, my coaches over at Prattville coached me very hard, so I was used to, all that, and I didn't take it at all.
Keith, what were your thoughts entering spring as far as, I mean, of course everybody wants to improve. What were some of those specific areas? I mean, were there any specific things that you were thinking about?
Well, they told us going into spring that the position was up for grabs, so I just said, each and every day I got to go out there and try to do as best as I could that day to try to, make a name for myself and put myself out there in the coaches and, earn their trust. That way I could be able to play in the fall, and I'm still currently trying to do that.
You mentioned improved footwork and stuff like that. Were there anything else? I mean, as far as like hand technique, hips, anything like that?
I mean, that all comes into play. Once you're using your hands and certain feet work and your eyes, and you get in the rhythm, and it all comes into play, and then you're strapping the defenders. The receiver.
Building that trust, you feel that's kind of where almost all you guys are underclassmen kind of coming in fighting for a spot. Is that where pretty much everybody's at this point?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Everybody's trying their best every day. Working on the technique through each and every day, trying to get better, and everybody's just trying to get that starting job.
It's a strange dynamic with kind of everybody on the equal playing field, but all looking for the same job and no kind of incumbent starter around.
You say is it strange?
Yeah, different.
Man, it's competition. We all played football in high school. We all were, recruited highly, if not highly, then recruited by some colleges. So it's just, you got to look forward to the competition. I love the competition each and every day, and that's what we came here to do.
What's a typical day, like spring practice for you, from the time waking up to the time you go to bed? Can you walk me through that?
Typical day. Well, I wake up, first gotta eat breakfast, check in, go to classes, make sure I get all that done and situated. Probably come down here to Shim, get a little bit of treatment in, stretch, roll out, probably watch a little bit of film, and then go out there and practice and just get it done. Get in the ice tub after practice, go back to the AC, study, do more work, and repeat the cycle over again.
Is it? And I remember asking Rashawn about it coming in as a young player and then having another year. How much more is it just kind of like do you absorb into your daily routine where it just comes, second nature?
You mean as far as just?
Just getting into rather than knowing, everything to do every single day, that routine.
Well, it's just things that you do every day. You don't think about it. You don't think about waking up, going to eat breakfast. You just do it, and then film and going to get treatment, working on your body, keeping your body healthy. Knowing that we have these long spring practices, and just focusing on the little things like technique, where to be, where to line up. And then after all that done, you got to go back and study for class so you can make sure you're eligible to play. And
say you were
everyday life.
Say you were viewing your spring game from Saturday. Say you were viewing that game film. What would you say about yourself?
I got a lot of stuff I got to improve. A lot of stuff, after the game, I felt like I did a pretty good job. But going back watching the film, I need to work on a lot of other things.
Was there one play or one sequence out there where you felt really good?
Nah, it wasn't one play. I just, overall, just need to work on a lot of other things to get better.
How intense are those reps back there right now? You guys had to wait a long time behind Jourdan and Channing, all you guys. How intense is every rep, whatever you do?
They're evaluating everything we're doing, from the moment you walk in the film to the moment you step out there stretching before practice. So it's very intense, but it's competition. I love it. That's what I came here for.
What are you doing for your study abroad?
I'm going to Buenos Aires, Argentina.
Okay. What's your program?
The CGIS program.
What's CGIS? Sorry.
I couldn't even tell you right now on the spot, but
That's what Chris and Maurice did last year, didn't they?
Yes,
Going
ma'am.
to Israel.
Yes, ma'am.
What's your major?
Right now, I'm in general studies, but I'm focusing on business.
Okay. Is there something about this program in particular that made it appealing for you?
Well,
Since it's obviously probably seems pretty hard to define right now.
why not go to Buenos Aires, Argentina? That's what I figured. There are big soccer fans down there, and I told him earlier that I love soccer, so I wanted to just go down there and try the new environment, new experience.
Who are you going with?
I'm going by myself, but I'm going with a couple of other classmates, like from school. I'm the only one from football going.
Is it tough to not go somewhere with the guys from the team and do something kind of on your own, or do you like kind of branching out and do your own thing?
Oh no. It's a lot of Michigan got a lot of nice students. Nice people that make you feel like you're right at home. So it's no biggie for me.
How long is it?
Won't be the worst thing to get away from those guys after being with every 7 seconds of the day for the last 2 months here, right?
Oh no, they're my brothers. I love them guys.
How long is the course?
I'll be there from May 3rd to the 24th, so pretty much the whole month of May.
So Rome straight to Buenos Aires?
Yes, sir.
It's a pretty nice way to celebrate not being in class anymore for this semester, huh?
Oh yeah, I know it.
Did you ever envision when you came here that would be on your horizon? You're like, we'll finish up spring practice in Rome, and then I'll just kick it down to Buenos Aires.
Honestly, I never even thought about going overseas at all. So this is definitely a new experience for me, but I'm excited and I look forward to it.
So what's your trip like? So you go to Rome, then you come back here, and then go to Buenos Aires, or are you going?
I come back to Detroit, then I go to Buenos Aires the next day. Oof. Yeah, a lot of flying for me, but it's all good.
How many movies are you going to watch on these flights here? You like a whole season of something that are put down?
I have no idea
Well, your
yet.
game tape, right? You're going to watch film.
I probably won't watch that much. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. It's going to be fun.
You say you like soccer. Are you a big fan?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Special team you like?
Not a special team, but I like certain players.
What do you like about soccer? It's like not real football.
I went to the soccer game that they hosted last year at the Big House, and I just seen how the fans, they so passionate for their sport, and I just, why not go to an area that's mainly focused on soccer and see what it's like. So.
What's your favorite player?
I'd probably say, I don't know, it's either Messi. I gotta say Messi's my favorite player.
You probably were already asked this. I think was it Channing at the combine said that you're the guy to watch this year when we were asking him. Do you think you're a guy that people should really take notice of going into the fall?
Well, I guess people gotta wait to the fall and see. But I let everybody know that I'm working every day, trying to get better, and hopefully that can continue and do great things for our team in the fall.
Where do you think you've improved?
Like just little things like technique, you know, feet work, keeping my eyes in the right place, and you know, I feel like I know the system pretty well now, so I'm able to play comfortably.
Was the transition from quarterback harder than you thought it would be?
You know, it probably was a little bit more difficult than I thought it would be, but you know, focus on the little things, like I said, and repetitions every other day, and you know, you'll get it.
I think Coach Jourdan said you're really hard on yourself.
Oh,
Has
yes,
that
sir.
always been the case?
Oh yes, sir. You know, that was just my family. You know, my mom, my dad, all of them just was hard on me. Every time I would do something, they wouldn't let me get away with it. So I guess I just installed that in my own head and won't let myself get away with little things that I know I can be better at.
You think Saturday was maybe your best practice of the year?
You know, I felt like I did pretty good on Saturday, but like I said earlier, it's a lot of things that I still need to improve on.
If you were being recruited by Michigan now and see, you know, this team's going to Rome and has plans, would that be something that would sway a recruit, you think?
Oh, most definitely. You know, I feel like Michigan is real hot right now. You know, signing with Jourdan and Coach Harbaugh, you know, big name in the media. And, you know, why would a kid not want to come here and play football? You know, you got the chance to go overseas and do it with your teammates, the people that you strap up and love.
You people in Alabama take you guys pretty seriously now? I mean, obviously that's kind of the football method, right?
I mean, they should. I feel like they should, and if not, they definitely will after this year.